Hello and welcome back to another episode of I'm Awesome, You're Not. Today I'm going to be showing you how to defeat the first boss in Bloodborne, the Old Hunters DLC. So right now, as you can see, I'm just stood there and I'm using this time so that I can do a bit of an introduction and tell you what's going down. Yeah, as you can see, I've posted I haven't posted anything. I've put a picture of the weapons I'm currently using for this battle. So first thing that I'm probably going to show you is I'm going to show you the way not how not to do it, and then after that I will show you how to do it, so that you can be like, oh man, I need someone to show me how to do it. Well, I'm that guy. So it's almost Christmas. You can look at this as an early Christmas present. Okay. Also, this is the first time I'm doing this isn't a live commentary, by the way. This is commentary that I'm adding over this right now. So I won't know. I'm gonna try and do this in one take. We're gonna leave all the stuff in. I'm not gonna edit anything out of my voice. So we're gonna see what it sounds like. See. I might not be happy with it. I might be. Let's just see how it goes. I think this. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So obviously, right now I'm just running towards the boss. Also, I've put my level up there. I'm pretty sure I was roughly around that level. I've specced a lot of stuff into. You want to put a lot of stuff into vitality, really. I'm getting hit all over the place. One of the tactics I will say would be to, during this boss fight, you want to try and dodge as best as you can, and obviously I was stood behind him. Then if he's going to do that kick, yeah, you don't really want to jump into that shit like I just did. But yeah, if you stand behind him, you can get a good amount of attacks in, but eventually he does do that horse kick that it doesn't really do that much damage, so you can take that on. Other things to look out for: this dude kind of does have a charging move where he just charges at you, and it's kind of like an instant death, so you kind of want to watch out for that. He also does a move where he flies up into the sky and then eventually falls down on you, which I think was how I died during this fight, but you'll see it at some point, I would assume. So as you can see, I'm stabbing them vials into my leg like no tomorrow. Also, I don't know, this boss battle has some really good music. I think this is a bit where I die. I'm rolling up the stairs and then flattened. So this is the way how not to do it. Now we're gonna go into the way how to do it. So get pumped. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is traverse the fog. Okay. Also, I'm using no. I've just realised. That I haven't got the layout that I the layout that I had on the previous clip that showed my level and my weapons. But you know what? That doesn't matter. What I was gonna say was that you want to be using. I'm using the empty phantasm shell, which adds arcane damage to your weapon. So if you've got that, I would suggest using it. Someone said that he doesn't do well with arcane damage, so this helps. Probably, it adds arcane damage to your weapon, and it does damage. Okay, so obviously there I managed to dodge. This time I managed to dodge that flattening attack. I jumped straight in the way of this vomit thing that he does, which kind of wrecks. Right now, as you can see, I'm using R1 a lot, which is probably a good idea. That's the charge attack, which I managed to dodge somehow. It's going to do that jumping thing. I dodged that as well. Some advice, coming from a pro, would be you want to jump into him. So when you're dodging, you might think, I want to dodge backwards, but you want to go towards him. Okay, so I think I'm going to hit him in a minute, and it's going to go into Obviously there jumps back into the vomit. Want to avoid that. In a minute we're going to get down to half health, and we're going to transition into the next. Look, that was another good dodge. Yeah, you want to roll away from that shit and avoid it like it's the plague. So yeah, we're going to get it down to half health, which means it's going to go into like a second phase, which I found to be a lot easier. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be quiet for this bit.
You were at my side all along. My true mentor, my guiding moonlight.
Okay, so that was that bit. He does like a weird like laugh thing. But yeah, what I was going to say was that I found this second phase of the boss battle to be a lot easier than the first. All you have to do is like, you know, stay close to him, like avoid these slashes that he does. I mean, I do pull off some pretty lucky dodges. Also, when he does this, you want to back up like I just did, you know, take a few steps back, move out of the way of that shit. But yeah, I do manage to get quite some good, like, you know, some luck when it comes to dodging in this as well. I managed to dodge out of the way of some things. I got a fucking parry there, kind of by luck. I must have like panicked and fired off my gun, which managed to get me a parry. Oh man, I didn't avoid that. I avoided that. You know, at this point it's all pretty easy. I do get hit in a minute because I get greedy, which I think is coming up now. You know, I see that he's on low health, so I think I need to try and take him out now. So I'm hitting him. I'm dodging, I'm healing. This is a bit where I get greedy. When he starts doing this, you want to avoid that. See, I stayed in there too long. I takes half of my health off. It hits me again. I dodge that one. I dodge this one. And then it's kind of game over. I somehow managed to get another, like, you know, a parry thing where you get stunned. Okay, I think the video's going to end now abruptly, so I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah,